Hey everybody, it's Commander Cloud. We are here today for the Maui review here on the Twitch VOD for Smite game. We're taking a look at it. I have not seen most of this. I have seen his first ability, and that is about all I've seen here. So we're going to get right into this review here. I skipped out some of the preliminary stuff like the card art and most of the in-game model thing. So we're gonna
He's always moving and shaking. He's not lumbering around.
just get into this.
So the fact that he looks light on his feet, even just with this
Let me turn this up.
just a big cheers to our team. And as for always, it would be a shame not to go in game and actually see Maui. So let's go ahead and hop in game and check this out.
How to see all the
abilities.
There's the man.
Yeah, show us the abilities. Run us through.
Right there, one of the best looking gods in the game. But just the show all the abilities. We don't know what these do. Bro, that ability,
That is a lot of Odin's.
he just stuns everything.
Oh, that's incredible.
Pull up the island, let's go.
They are not. All right, so we just saw a whole lot of things there, and this is the part where we really get into it and start talking about it. So we gotta start slow. Can't get all too excited.
That's of course why the island's in Maui is because he brought it up out of the ocean.
with him all the time. That's because he has a new unique range and new unique type of basic attack. So we've got a lot of characters who cleave, but not ones who cleave more vertically, so to speak.
Unique
so
basic
his
attack.
Basic attack range is 25. For context,
25. It goes through any target in front of him and hits
spear users
everything.
like Achilles go about 16. Maui is this new medium short range is what I've been kind of describing it as.
Pretty
it does
cool.
hit everything in the area. You know, he's a guardian, so his basic attack damage is very low.
Yeah.
It's very much like Sylvanas or something like that, who also has AoE basics, but those
Always
are
like
more
unique
range.
mechanics.
He's got this big hook, you know.
Gods, it's always
use it
fun.
more like a fishing hook than a club.
As much as we've
and so if
lamented
you've got a
gods
big hook on
being
a lot
made
of rope,
easier or dumbed
You're
down
not gonna be just using it
in
right
the
front of
past.
you, right?
No.
You gotta use that range advantage a little bit, and it has been.
This is
you know,
much
it's a little
better.
thing like that to
Do I have
just
Twitch
extend the
turned
basic
up?
attack range, but
Oh, okay.
it feels very unique and very fun when you get a chance to really
You
get
just
in
turn
there
this up
and
and
hit people from
my
the
headphones.
little spacing games of other melee characters. It's really fun.
Not to mention the troll full basic attack power builds we've tried running, which
I sure have.
we have tested. We don't believe they're very good, but we know people are going to do it anyway.
I'll
So
tell
go
you
ahead
what,
and have fun.
When you have hastened ring, it feels
Okay, let's
really
skip
Gotta
to
call out
the
some
one.
Ashley, our animation lead, is
Oh, is
the
that
name of his hook. It translates to "made fast to the heavens," which was very wordy as well. So we decided to go with the more traditional word for it.
Yeah.
And this one's really cool. So anytime an enemy god near Maui is hard crowd controlled, whether it be by him or by
they're talking about
one
his
of his
passive.
allies, they will gain a mark. So for Billy, I don't know how we're going to jump around. Actually, if you do / pawn dev test space the number 1, it'll turn it on for you. No, don't type /. That's not how it works. Okay, man. Yeah,
Touche, touche.
pawn dev test,
Touche.
PAWN. Nope, not like pon. PAWN.
I was seeing a live back end. Whoa.
DEV test, TEST space
Bro.
number 1. Bang. Okay, you get an enhanced. You enhance your basic, and you'll see
There's
more
the
about how to do
passive.
this later on in the kit. We're just trying not to spoil it. When your basic attack is enhanced, your next basic will pull.
You just
enemy
pull him
gods
towards you and it's
to you.
enhanced, bro. What?
That's why
So
these
crazy.
semi-ranged basic attacks end up being pretty impactful for the kit. Is
Got a
that
pull on his passive.
you can get a pull. I mean, everyone knows it's a hook. It's a guy who's carrying around a hook. You've got to pull people. And
Yeah.
Imagine having to
delivered
use
on
your
that.
beads
So
because this guy hit you with a
you're
basic
pulling people
attack.
a lot. This does have a cooldown. You'll see in the passive meter there.
It's kinda
using the cheat
broken.
Code that won't work in your games. Don't try it. Of the passive meter filling up. That can only happen once every.
Hunter, you know.
Yep.
If you have
Wait,
a
once
hunter,
every
like,
what?
Charge your next basic. And again, when someone gets hard crowd controlled, a mark will appear above their head. You must basic attack them in order to charge your next basic, and then it will pull. So you can get your passive charged off someone.
then you
in
could
dual
hold
lane,
the charge for
hold
any
it.
amount of time,
Yep.
right?
Walk
Okay, it
towards
doesn't
mid,
expire. That's awesome.
and then come in here and pull this guy who.
Assuming you can use it again once the meter fills
And that
back
will
up and you
pull
use
any,
hard CC.
gods in that area that are enemies.
This is especially cool when you get to
Okay, let's skip
damage to be
ahead
dunked. I
to.
think it's super
Yes, the
incredible.
peel potential is a really good thing to do.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yep, absolutely. Now it does respect you to charge, but then you can hold it and walk
Okay,
around.
here's the first
spinning the hook,
ability.
and kind of keeping your threat nice and high.
I'm gonna skip a lot of this because
And
they
then when you throw
took
it
way
will
too
go
long
out
with
and
this
make sure the
reveal.
first enemy got hit, and Maui will begin to reel them in. They are crippled and vortex.
Look at this, man. We're going
So
fishing.
one is a hard
Mm,
CC,
Technically,
I like fishing.
technically soft CCs.
This is so
vortex has
cheese
very
because if
soft
if
mouth.
someone gets hard
Yep, that's
CC,
the
you
easiest
pull him with
one.
that
Radius
closer
all
to
to the
you,
side.
and then you hit him
You
with
know,
the
we love
charged
good
auto.
vortexes out there.
You can pull
But
someone
you
so
can't fight
far
against it. You know, you're not
back.
gonna necessarily be pulled quite this far because you're going to be trying to move away from it.
these Odin butts cannot do.
No,
True.
they cannot do. So
just
it won't
chilling.
pull you quite this far, but it is your primary.
Also, it doesn't pull you that
safe
far if you're
setup,
actually
uh,
fighting
ability
it.
in the kit.
Okay.
It does go through minions, and
But
can
I
go
mean,
clear
that's a
away
pretty
as well, but it's body
versatile
blockable,
CC.
so
If you
solo
catch
lanes
somebody
like that,
with it, you can pull them
It's still
closer
pretty
toward you,
much
but
his
it's also good
primary
peel
wave
because you can
yes,
grab
correct. It
someone
is
and take them
basically
away
his only, wave clear.
Got it.
from a
unless
teammate
you-
if they're
Sorry,
being
solo
chased.
laners.
I think they'll find a way
They'll-
around the
they'll
fight, I
figure
guess.
Yeah,
But
that auto
yeah,
attack, man.
this ability took a lot of tuning and trying to make it feel,
Cool stuff.
you know, good and fun on both ends.
You can also,
Maui does
like
also
I
get
said,
some
charge the
little bit
range,
during
charge it
wheel in,
in
so
the
it
range
feels like that-
gets
that
farther,
cool tug of war, but,
up
you know,
to
this man's strung on
55
islands, of course,
units.
he can
Yeah.
win his tug of wars.
It's a
Looks
tricky
like-
skill shot as well. It's you know, these Odins
Pretty
making
narrow.
it easy, but
Yeah.
Or is it
it's
50?
missable.
Can't tell.
It's jukeable, which is good.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
for
agree.
sure.
But I'm really happy with how this turned out. Feels
Pretty
like a
cool
very
ability. Okay, we're gonna
potent
skip ahead
heal.
so we don't talk about this for 80
Toss it,
years.
won't do
Wait,
anything.
clear.
Whoop.
Next
up.
up, another ability, Mystical Ulua. I was brave. I tried that one.
And you got it right. Yeah,
Nice.
mystical Alua. So Alua fish are very a big
Alua.
part of Hawaiian culture, so we were really excited to be able to incorporate that into the kit. This ability does absolutely 0 damage.
Got it.
0.
No damage ability. Yeah.
Don't do anything.
Got it.
Gods, minions.
Guardian
doesn't
mode
matter. This is
activated.
a pure support ability. So when you hover it, you can see a bigger area. Anyone in that area, when the fish lands, will gain protections and movement speed for a short amount of time, 5 seconds.
Yo, protections,
So
movement speed.
the
Let's
idea
go.
is it's supposed to feel like throwing a mini relic into the middle of your team fight. And good relic usage, as all good supports know, is a huge part of what you're supposed to be doing. This has felt very fun to use in that manner.
Drop it in
But
and
you
reel
might
some
notice that it
people
leaves
in.
behind a little special something, a nice little
To get
pillar
the
of
extra
water.
movement speed,
Big shout
chase
out to
people
Shane
down,
for
reel 'em in.
Awesome effects. That is the timer of how long that water will
Then we
last.
bring the island.
And
Super.
if an ally god stands on that water for 1 second, a bubble will form around them, and they will be transported to Maui. It is basically like putting down a Heimdall crystal
What?
for your ally.
It's a little untargetable trip.
Yep.
So if
exactly.
somebody's in
So,
trouble, you throw it
and
down, and then they're
save
like,
your
"Howdy,
poorly
can I come
positioned
to you?"
backliner, as they always
It's
are.
all about bringing
And be in an
things
aggressive
closer to
position
him. I
and
mean, he
your
is a
jungler into
fisherman,
an
so
aggressive
like,
position with you or your warrior or any of those people. You'll see a pretty
Does not
big
go further.
range when you toss it. And
it
no
actually
one's
has a
taking it.
range. Okay.
You can see the kind of aura radius that if Maui leaves that aura radius, then it will instantly break unless someone is attempting to channel on it. We don't want those bad feelings of I was almost safe and then
Can you
my
pull
Maui
someone
took
through a
one
wall
too
with
many
it?
steps, and
Yeah.
all of a sudden I'm up the creek with no paddle. That way we at least let you try and finish the channel, but it has felt really, really fun to use. It does get people
Oh, it
through
does.
walls.
Oh, that's so cool.
Goes
This
through
is
walls.
the ability that's going to really cause a lot of awesome creativity. I can't wait to see
This ability's gonna
Extremely
annoy
unique
people.
ability, even
uh,
without using the hook, which, relying on a lot.
Also trolling your friends by throwing it on them on
High
purpose.
skill ceilings.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
no
you'll stop at the
horizontal.
edge of the circle, which is intended. But outside of that, we tried to favor the traveler as much as we possibly could.
Yes, yeah. I mean,
Oh, you also get the buff after traveling.
correct.
which we-
Yep. So even if you don't get the buff from being in the area, if you walk up
Bah.
to the water pillar afterwards, you'll gain
Buffed.
on the passive meter when someone is standing.
Okay, can I?
So ready to initiate incredible ganks with this, where you throw this
It's
over the
unreal.
wall, like hook somebody, and then your jungler comes flying in, like, yo, what's up? So
You're like, oh, it's just the support coming at me. I'll be okay. And then an assassin comes through a bubble, and you're like, what?
Yep.
It is fun.
Have we not
Saving
talked about the
allies
three?
is so
Come on,
fun.
guys.
It does. I know a lot of people. Then they are no longer able to be in Scylla ult and decide to to move and come out like that. You could be a Ymir channeling his ultimate, and then all of a sudden get slid to Maui and blow up in the new zone.
That's
So very porous
Are you telling me it's
alt-style
targetable
wackiness
during
I am
that
very
stuff?
excited to see all the clips of.
What?
You're going to be able to do some wild stuff with this.
I don't want to be able to pull Ymir while he's ult charging. That's
It is.
weird.
Let's move on to the third one. Solar
Kind of
Swing.
broken.
Man, this one, the animation team, I just can't. And really the whole team, because this took so much work on the programming end as well. And
Here we
Tech Art
go.
and
This is
camera and all that
probably
kind
the
of
best
stuff.
one.
Yeah, let's get to it. Maui leaps up and lassos his,
It's a lot of
his
range.
around a piece of the sun and
Ooh.
begins to swing.
Ooh,
He can stay
boing.
up there for a swing forward, back, and forward.
Hang out on the
And
sun.
it isn't a predetermined landing zone. He can jump off at any
Look
point
at
during this time. So wanted to
Stun and
incorporate
marked.
that tricker, that trickster aspect into the kit a little bit, and this is how we were able to do it. You're a little hard to predict in where you're going to land, but it feels so fun. To
The
use.
targeter follows
I mean, who
where
doesn't
he's
love the
swinging, so he gets the
Indiana Jones,
longest
like,
one,
rope swing type of
the full
ability,
swing.
That type of moment in an adventure.
or he can just
game or
land.
adventure
Yeah, because
movie
it's
is always
directly
so
underneath
iconic,
him.
and it
So
just
the
felt
backswing, it's
appropriate
just
for
up,
Maui to be
down.
on to be on that type of adventure. He's just out there.
A lot of back
having a
end
good
work
time.
went into making this feel smooth.
An unbelievable amount. Yeah.
More than you'd ever expect.
Yes.
That's hard.
It was a lot. But
As you've probably been noticing, this ability has a hard CC and a stun on the crash landing.
that's right.
That is what's triggering those marks, which allows Maui to.
Boing.
That's right. So it gets a little weird when
Boing.
you're like stunning 53 Odin bots. So apologize.
That won't
for
happen to
but
you.
Exactly.
It gets weird when you stun.
Exactly. This is his initiation tool.
You can't pull.
It is a jump, so you.
Okay.
More, but that's really not how it feels.
There's not a whole lot to
plays.
this. It's hard
I remember
CC,
the first time I
swings,
pulled
you
off, like,
jump.
I led someone, and
Pretty simple.
You had to plan the distance and the timing to land and hit the stun, and it felt so good to hit that. It's a really unique feeling, and it's really rewarding of the skill players get. When
Okay,
overall
don't
feel
show it
really good
85
about
times, guys. Can we
this,
just?
how this came out?
And time it. You could throw it at your ally, swing over the wall, let them
Okay,
get
now
over
they're
the wall,
being
and then go
silly.
back. So like you don't leave the fight. You just drop somebody off, come on
Yeah.
back, and keep doing your thing. So
He
play
just
pull-off, but
that's,
it's
that's
cool.
high level. Yeah.
Fair.
So.
to pull
Super
someone
cool.
with you
Last but not
on
least,
the
one more
3.
ability, which I'm super excited for because it is visually stunning. Let's look at Landfall.
Landfall, baby. You just pick a target out in the distance,
Hooah!
and Maui makes mountains happen, just like that.
Pull the mountain out of the ocean. Let's
Grabs
go.
the island
Dude.
and pulls it up. This is,
Hmm,
I'd
CC
say,
immune
the
also.
iconic lore story for Maui.
Center knock up.
Based
Oh, and
on
it
the
pulls the
idea of
targets to
Hawaii,
where he
Japan,
is.
and all of a bunch of Pacific islands.
It just
Um,
pulls them
and
inward
we
when
knew
it's
that
on
it
the
had to be
edge.
a part- a
Okay.
big part of the kit. Herc 2 is one of my favorite abilities in the whole game. It feels so fun to use. It's really splashy and
This is
in
just
your
like
face
Earthbreaker
in
with
a really good way. And I mean,
a
what
lot of damage.
changed Herc 2 was like my first thing that I wrote down for potential
Boing.
alternate ideas. And
Okay,
I didn't
so
even
that's
think
interesting to
it was
point out.
fucking
Targets
good
hit by the
for
very
animation
center
team
get
and
pulled to
actors.
where Maui is.
So much better than
And ones on the
than I
edge just
even
get pulled
expected.
to the center.
This island does stay behind and work as a player wall.
That's a
to
common mechanic we've
block
seen.
people from
Allies
moving
and
through.
enemies.
Yep.
Player
And
wall.
self.
And self. You can press 4 again to drop it immediately. You don't have to wait that whole time. So if you have a little oopsie, then you can just put it down and not worry about it too much. But an unbelievable tool in team fights,
Hey.
especially in jungle.
You're just pulling islands out of the ground all day.
Cut off other people's escape routes. Clumsy, one time, this is a true story. We were winning a game, all game. We were absolutely crushing them. Clumsy was playing Maui. We phantomed out of an Odin cage, and then the phantom wore off, and Clumsy Maui ulted our whole team back inside the Odin cage. And they wiped us and killed us in that fight. And I was like, wow, my own ultimate just annihilated. It is,
Yeah.
it is a CC that I think takes a little bit of time to get used to beadsing, but once you see it coming, I think that, and once you play against it a little bit, it becomes significantly easier to use your.
Yeah, so you
to
do
use
have
your
to kind of
immunity.
pre-beat.
Feels like it's easier to dodge, though,
though,
because that is telegraphed.
Little warning effects.
'Cause it takes him a
Not
second to
works
do it.
Right here, and you see the circle, the inner circle on the targeter.
Exactly.
That's just where the island is. The whole area does the same damage, the same knockup, everything like that.
Oh, so
It's just so you can
okay.
place your wall very effectively.
We're not
Make
talking
sure
about
you're
the
cutting off those choke points as you please.
Awesome. Well, I mean, that's
I think if you
visually
hit the
and
center, it
gameplay-wise,
pulls the
that's super
targets
incredible. I
toward
think
you,
the
like,
ability, like you
from
said,
what I
has a
saw.
lot
So
of
that is a
potential for combinations, for all
big
kinds
difference.
of play. I'm again over the moon to see this in game and see how it interacts. I'm definitely a Guardian main myself, so best believe I'll be getting in there.
Okay, that's probably enough, guys. So, hope you enjoyed looking at this live-ish reveal of Maui with me today. Really enjoyed that. He's a pretty versatile god. We haven't had one that's this deep mechanically and has this potential for high skill ceiling in a while. So pretty exciting. All the combos you can pull off with your different abilities to either lock targets down and chase them or keep your allies safe. Really fun. Like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this. Leave a comment down below if you want. As always, check the links down in the description. And I'll see you guys next time for some more Smite. Have a good one.